I've been around a long time, and this is the first time in my lifetime that I'm seeing secret agents knocking on your door because of a post on social media. Yeah. Get the bail money ready.
I'm Kristi Chanelle, and this is Sassy Politics. Welcome to Mindfuck Monday, because the news should come with a trigger warning. I'm Kristi Noem, and today we're taking you straight into the rabbit hole of American chaos, with headlines that sound more like fiction than fact. So grab your caffeine and let's unpack the madness. Kristi Noem's reality show. The Hunger Games for Citizenship. Kristi Noem was in talks with the Duck Dynasty producers about a reality show where immigrants would compete for U.S. citizenship. But now, Noem's calling it fake news. In a public statement, she denied any involvement in the project, claiming, "This is a lie. I've never even heard of such a thing," until the media ran with it. Her office went on to say that the report is fabricated and designed to discredit her and the administration. So let's break it down. The original report came from multiple sources citing anonymous insiders in entertainment and government circles. The producers tied to the alleged pitch, yes, the same ones from Duck Dynasty, haven't commented. Noem's team is on full defense, using the fake news label, while the right-wing media ignores it altogether. What do we do with this? Whether or not the show is real, the fact that such an idea was even plausible in this political climate says everything. The dystopian concept wasn't shocking because it was unimaginable. It was shocking because we could absolutely see them doing it. And that's the real red flag. Bottom line, we don't need a greenlit show to know that dehumanizing immigrants for political gain is the vibe of this regime. Whether scripted or not, the messaging is already in motion, and America is the stage. The dog whistle you missed. Donald Trump recently took to Truth Social to mock Bruce Springsteen, calling him a little guy with a big mouth and suggesting he should watch what he says before returning to the U.S. Let me be clear. That's a threat. Why it matters. Springsteen is a Jersey icon and outspoken critic of Trump. This isn't just about celebrity drama. It's a warning to all dissenters. Free speech is under fire, especially when it challenges authoritarian power. And for the record, I was born and raised in Jersey. We don't take kindly to threats against the boss. 8647. Former FBI Director James Comey is at the center of a political firestorm after posting a photo of seashells on Instagram arranged to read 8647. The phrase, interpreted by some as a coded threat against the 47th president, Donald Trump, has sparked MAGA outrage. Conservative media outlets claim the phrase is a veiled call to assassinate the president. But 86 is a common slang meaning to cancel or reject, used in everyday restaurants. I worked in restaurants for years. 86 the tomatoes on the burger. It's really very, very common. And I don't think the restaurant business is being sinister and telling us to assassinate all tomatoes. Comey's meaning was likely political, not violent. Here's where it gets dystopian. An influencer reposted the image and was visited by the Secret Service, reportedly sent by the White House. We also had another influencer incident where a Twitch streamer was stopped at the airport and interrogated. What do you do for a living? I stream. I also talk about the news. Well, since you brought it up, what do you talk about the news? Do you talk about the war or Donald Trump? The influencer said, yes, I talk about Donald Trump. Why this should terrify you. The federal government is dispatching agents over memes, metaphors, and reposts. There is no evidence of a threat, just interpretation turned into weaponized surveillance. We are now living in a country where criticizing the president gets you flagged, followed, and potentially detained. This isn't about safety. It's about silencing. Taylor Swift is a distraction, and Trump knows it. In the Trump Truth Social tirade, Taylor Swift. But let's not get played. Here's the playbook. Throw a bone to MAGA with a celebrity feud. Drown out the headlines that matter. Shift the conversation from policy to pop culture. The real headline should be the SAVE Act, the erosion of reproductive rights, the weaponization of law enforcement. Taylor is not the problem. The regime, using her as a decoy, is. 50 states of WTF, the Justice Watch, where I watch the courts so you don't have to. From state bans to surprise wins, this is your weekly breakdown of who's protecting our rights and who's playing fast and loose with the Constitution. This week's jaw dropper. Florida. A federal judge just struck down a bill that would have allowed teachers to be fired for using the wrong pronouns or discussing LGBTQ plus topics. The court ruled it a violation of First Amendment rights. Texas. A new bill introduced could classify drag performances as sexually oriented content, putting them under adult business restrictions, even when performed in public libraries or pride events. Lovely. Tennessee. The state is facing backlash after arresting a journalist who filmed a protest outside a school board meeting. Charges? Trespassing on public grounds. This week's pattern. If you speak, perform, or publish, and it challenges conservative power, you're a target. Journalism wins with the Preakness. 2 weeks ago, we made a joke after the Kentucky Derby when a horse named Sovereign beat journalism. I said it felt like a metaphor. Well, guess what? Journalism just won the Preakness. And I'll take that as a sign. Because, let's be real, journalism is under attack. From banned books to banned TikToks. From censored teachers to detained reporters. The First Amendment isn't just being tested, it's being trampled. So when a horse named journalism crosses the finish line first, I'll cheer for that little win because we need every damn reminder that truth still matters. Final thoughts. This week isn't about headlines. It's about freedom of speech, entertainment used as propaganda, threats masked as jokes, memes treated like felonies, teachers, performers, and journalists treated like criminals. They want us quiet. They want us cautious. They want us scared to hit post. So here's what we do instead. We get louder. We double down. We flood the feed with truth, facts, and fearless commentary. This is not the time to shrink. This is not the moment to bow our heads or bite our tongues. If they send agents to our doors for reposts, we write twice as much. We post twice as much. If they try to block us, we build bigger platforms. If they threaten us, we answer with power, unity, and volume. We do not bow down. We are the press now. We are the resistance. And we will not be silenced. Because if they come for our voices, we come back louder. And in the words of my mom, love you, miss you, bye.